this is Bob Pockrass, and welcome to SceneDaily.com's Pre-Race Rundown, previewing the Crown Royal Russ Friedman 400 this weekend at Richmond International Raceway. Going to Richmond in May is a lot different than going to Richmond in September. In September, everybody's worried about making the chase, the last race before the chase field is set. This time, they're not so nervous, but they definitely are going to be working on stuff so that when they get back to Richmond in September, they know what works and what doesn't. Richmond is the only 3/4 mile track on the circuit, and a night race, 3/4 mile track, it certainly means that there could be some fireworks. Don't forget about last year, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch, trying to run for the win. They wreck each other out. Clint Bowyer slides by him and goes on for his one victory last year. Bowyer's win deprived Jimmie Johnson of his 3rd consecutive Richmond victory. But Johnson came right back in September and won that race. He's won 3 of the last 4 Richmond races. Thanks, Jimmy, for ruining what made Richmond so good. From fall 2000 through fall 2006, 11 different drivers won 13 races, and all but Ricky Rudd plan to race this weekend. Guys like Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth, Joe Nemechek, Ryan Newman, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeremy Mayfield, Kasey Kahne, Kurt Busch, and Kevin Harvick are all looking to get back to victory lane. Who will be first? Could it be Kevin Harvick? He has 8 consecutive top 10 finishes at Richmond, but he's going there with a new crew chief in Gil Martin. Gil Martin is the guy who won last year's race as crew chief with Clint Bowyer. Now he's working with Harvick for the first time. Kevin Harvick and Casey Mears have seen their crews and crew chiefs swap. Todd Berrier, who had been with Kevin Harvick for 6 years, is now working with Mears. Why the change? Well, Kevin Harvick has made 3 consecutive chases, but he sits right now 20th in points, 145 out of 12, and there are only 17 races left before the chase field is set. Casey Mears, he's 21st in points, 7 points behind Kevin Harvick. Now the chase field is tight. Only 187 points separate Kyle Busch in 6th from Marcus Ambrose in 19th. The top 12 will probably change all season. Just last week at Talladega, Kasey Kahne went from 10th to 14th. Greg Biffle went from 14th to 10th. Ryan Newman went from 17th to 13th, and he's just now 30 points behind 12th place Matt Kenseth. It's been a great surge for Newman, who was 27th just a month ago going into Martinsville. Newman could be a contender this weekend, as could be his teammate Tony Stewart, who has top 4 finishes in his last 3 races, including a pair of 2nd place finishes. How about Richmond guys in Virginia? Or how about Virginia guys in Richmond, I should say? Jeff Burton, only 2 top 10s, but he was 6th last September. Elliott Sadler grew up an hour from Richmond, but he might as well have grown up near Richmond, Indiana. He only has 1 top 10 and only 1 lap led in 20 starts at Richmond for an average finish of 24.2. But then there's Denny Hamlin, grew up in nearby Chesterfield. No Cup win at Richmond, but he's come oh so close. He led 381 laps last year before a tire issue ruined his day. He has 4 career top 10s in 6 starts, 2 poles, and even a nationwide victory at Richmond. If he wins, it'll be thrilling for the Richmond crowd. I think the fans will be thrilled at Richmond. It's typically a thrilling race, especially in May. Well, that's all we got for you this time. Please join us again next week when we preview the race at Darlington Raceway.